Okay, I got one of my adult coloring books out. This is Flowers. I'm going to test these pens that I got from the Dollar Tree the other day. And this coloring book is only one-sided. And I happen to notice that they also have a line right here. So you can tear it out of the book. It's about a half an inch or whatever from the edge. Anyway, so let's get started. Okay, first off, I noticed they're very lightweight. They are very, very light. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Unless I just took too long, it seems dry. See, feels very dry. I haven't used markers like this, or I say like this. I don't use markers very often at all, but I feel like I got to scrub to get the color on. The tip feels very hard, like a pencil. And like I said, I'm scrubbing to get the color on. And you can see it's not covering very well. I mean, that may be what it's supposed to do to give you the different texture, see, because it's dark and light. But yeah. Let me try another one. So I'm going to try this green one. I just opened it. Actually, it's not as bad. It's super fine. So I'm going to say this isn't good for coloring. This one's not good for filling in. It's more like if you wanted to draw lines. It does say that they are fine point felt tip markers. This one does feel a lot better, but to me it's not good for filling in. I mean, I feel like I'm wasting my time here. I don't have that scrubbing issue that I had with the other pen. But to me, I think I would draw with this and color or fill in with a wider tip. But this one seems to be fine, other than it's not good for filling in. This one also came out of the darker colored package. I took it out of this package. But there could just be something wrong with this particular one. They are very lightweight. I'm not going to say they feel cheap, but they don't feel substantial. So I guess I will try the yellow one. Over this little flower, this yellow one works perfect. Anyway, it's hard to see through the camera into this. Let's see. I can always I can always color over this, but I'm going to try a bigger surface. This yellow works really well, except that it will take forever to fill in. I would say for coloring, I only did that because I'm looking through the camera. I would say for coloring, these aren't good. But this one is much better. This is the best one out of the three. It's very smooth. And the yellow would be perfect for little tiny things. But for larger areas like the leaves, these are just not good. And would I buy these again? No. Unless I was using them to write with or to draw outlines with, but I wouldn't want them for coloring. I'll go ahead and try a different one. Yeah, like I said, this one works fine, I guess. But they're definitely not color worthy for coloring in. They are more just for writing. They'd be good for writing. If you were writing or doing little scrolly things or outlines, they would be fine, I think, but not for coloring in. And I don't know if you can see that. And I'm going to do one more test. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the page over and see what we've done. Okay, look at this. You can slightly see the darkness through the page, but none of them, the green, none of them really came through the page. Because I was worried about this green, but there's the back. Because this green, oh yeah, you can feel it. It feels like the page is fuzzy. Oh, see, when I rubbed it, the paper kind of came off. Anyway, I hope this video help you determine if you would prefer these or not. Like I said, these are the ones I bought yesterday. Color Therapy. And I think they would be really good for writing and or outlining. And there's your product code. Let's see. They do have different product codes. This is the other product code. But the pins fell out, so this one was this package with these colors and the purple. And this one here had the black and the green, and I can't remember what other colors it had in it. But this package here, it was the first one I showed you. It had these three in here, and it must have had this one in here because it had a green. And the purple came out of that other package. Okay, I hope this helped in some way. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you'd like to get updates, please subscribe to my page. Thank you, and have a great weekend. Okay, so I decided to do a little more coloring, and I'm very unhappy with these markers. I mean, I think they would be great for lettering, making words, letters, but I smeared this when I had my hand. I was coloring up here and didn't realize it, and so I smeared it with the back of my hand. But if you don't let the colors dry, you have to let the color dry before you move to the next color, because I did the circle in the center of this and the yellow orange was still wet and the black smeared. So this is one that didn't smear, and yeah, it ran. So you definitely have to let the colors dry before you move to the next one or put your hand on it, which I should have known about putting my hand on it, but I was just playing. And anyway, it's definitely coming through the back. And so, and it's the page is not smooth anymore. It has feathered the page. So, and this isn't exactly cheap paper. I mean, it's much thicker than copy paper. It's got a nice weight to it. So I can't say that it's the paper. I think it's the markers, because you really have to work at getting the color on there. Because they are fine tip, I think that they are not good for coloring. And so I don't know what to say, because I think it looks really bad. And I color better than this, so it must be the marker. They're real hard and non-flexible. All right, thank you. And hope everyone has a great weekend. Thank you.